I'm Ingram Smith, standing again in the Christmas Lights Etc. showroom, and wanted to talk to you today about a subject that honestly kind of frequently throws our customers off a little bit. And that is, what is the difference between pre-lamped and retrofit LEDs, and why is there such a disparity in cost, and which one would necessarily be right for me? I will tell you that retrofit bulbs are very popular with a lot of people, and granted, they do come with a little bit of a higher initial cost, but that really is for a multitude of reasons. One is that the retrofit replacement bulbs are going to have anywhere from 3 to 5 diodes in them, whereas the pre-lamp sets are going to have 1 diode. You're going to see 3 diodes in the C7 bulbs, and you're going to see 5 diodes in the C9s like I have here. And again, I'm not real sure that this necessarily translates to video as well as it does in view of the human eye or the naked eye, but I can promise you there is kind of a noticeable difference in brightness between the two. So something to consider, but there is a disparity in the diodes of the bulbs, and that's one of the reasons that people occasionally really prefer retrofit replacement bulbs. Another reason that people are really fond of the retrofit bulbs is the ability to switch bulbs down the line of their ownership of the product. And that is, you can kind of forever create a custom look with the retro bulbs. You can also later change the length if you need to, if you happen to move houses or any other reason why you would want to alter the length of your string. You can do that when you're working with retrofit replacements. A pre-lamp set, you cannot do that with. A pre-lamp set more or less is the same product the day you take it out of the box as it is whenever you choose to use it at a later time. So pre-lamp sets do have some really attractive features, one of which is they do really well outside because they have a fused base, and this kind of protects them from the weather, certainly protects them from corrosion. They also, when I say that, then they have a fused base, it also means that you can't change the bulbs, obviously, and what it really means, and what people ask me all the time, is that if one of the bulb goes out, can I change it? The short answer is you can't. And for more or less, that's kind of the end of the lifespan of the string. I don't want to mislead you. That is an incredibly rare occurrence. LED bulbs last anywhere from 50 to 100,000 hours of use. But like all light bulbs, they do fail to work at some point in time. And when that happens, and when you have a pre-lamp set, you more or less have lost the set. Retrofit bulbs also work very well outside. They have a nickel-plated base, which also protects them from the weather. It protects them from corrosion. I would tell you that you could feel comfortable using either products outside. The retrofit bulbs do keep working if one of their bulbs fails. The only cost that is associated there is the single replacement, or the replacement of the single bulb that failed. So yes, retrofit bulbs do cost a little bit more up front, but they do save you money if you have to replace some of the bulbs, and you can keep the initial string and keep the initial string working. So retrofit bulbs very much last the test of time. They do offer the ability to further customize down the road. I will say that both have their very appealing aspects. Both offer long life, both offer significant energy savings when compared to incandescent bulbs, and both are forever cool to the touch. So I realize a little bit of a complicated issue, but it is something that we hear a lot of at Christmas Lights Etc. So I wanted to give you a little bit of an explanation of what the two sets are and why one may be more appealing to the other for what you're trying to do. If you do have any further questions, I would encourage you to visit the resource pages at christmaslightsetc.com, but very much appreciate your time. Happy lighting this season, and hope you're able to use this as you make your own Christmas decorations.